Yo, shout out Zip. He made that beat. That beat is crazy. What is happening, y'all? It is your boy Troy, and this is the Mental Health Podcast. And happy fucking Memorial Day, everybody. I was gonna do like red and blue lights and shit, but one, I didn't want to feel like I was working for the opposition. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have enough time. So yeah, here we are. Doing the damn thing. We got a special guest in the house. This the it's difficult to explain, but for those who know me, know how close me and like my nana and my uncle Kevin were. And when my uncle Kevin was like essentially on his deathbed, his hair was looking crazy. All right. And I had to like, get him a haircut one last time. So I reached out to my boy and he hooked it up. He traveled out with his like OG and barbering and hooked it up. And I mean, dude did a great job. Had my uncle looking right, and that was the most important thing. So like that's like the level of what I mean, like where this friendship's at. So I'm very honored to have him here. My boy, what is up, dude?
What's going on, bro? How you?
Man, I can't complain. It's been a hell of a ride. You know how it goes.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you taking some time to be here tonight.
I
I know
appreciate you having me.
of course, yeah, I know I when I had messaged you that first time, you know, we kind of missed it, so I was like, whatever, we'll get another opportunity. So I'm definitely glad we were able to make this happen and make this work. So thank
Definitely.
you. So I kind of want to get right into it. Like, I mean, you're for the most part, you're very private about what you deal with, what you go through. You know what I'm saying? So like the world doesn't know you as somebody that may, express, what they've got going on. So like let take us into that side of you. You know what I'm saying? Like let's kind of pull back those layers.
All right. Well, first of all, my name is DeRay. My friends and barber friends call me Frost. I'm a licensed barber here in the city of Hartford. 36. Um, I also am an ABA instructor at the Birkin School for Autism in Bloomfield, Connecticut. Um, that's pretty much what I do for a living right now. Other parts of me, like I love to work out. I love to enjoy my herbals. um, I like being outside. I like being one with nature. I like to travel. I haven't gone anywhere this year yet, but I
Right.
plan to. Um, and like you
What's
said,
what's
go
top three spots
top three stops that I've been to or want to go to.
that you're planning on going to that you want to go to?
All right, so Bali,
Okay.
um, Australia.
Australia is a big one on mine, except for everything down there is trying to kill you. So like I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time coming to terms with that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I touch
Facts,
down in
facts.
Australia, I'm probably going to be indoors, and even indoors, you're not safe. So like
Yeah,
Australia
yeah,
has been
get in
a
there.
you know what I'm saying? It's been a tough one. I don't know if I want to do that. Get fuck around and get bit by a huntsman spider or some shit.
Facts, facts.
All right, so
And
that's two.
the last one I would say, somewhere in South America, probably like Brazil, Venezuela.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's dope. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've unfortunately never really left the East Coast. I mean, I've been as far west as Texas, but like
yo, get your
that's
passport. We gonna get out of here.
dude, I'm trying to. Like all these kids are talking about Disney this, Disney that, and I'm like, yo, you could spend 2 full weeks in Europe, and I'm not talking one specific country. You could spend 2 weeks in Europe for a fraction of what it costs to go down to Orlando.
For sure. You probably had way more experiences too.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, lifelong
Like
experiences.
I'm a big foodie, so like I'm interested in like trying different, cuisines and different foods and all that stuff. And like Italy
Facts.
specifically, only because I know a few people who have gone. Um, it's like you can eat the same amount that you would over here, but over you don't feel bloated, you don't feel full, you don't feel, You know what I mean? Like shit.
It's all the chemicals we got over here.
Yeah, bro. They out here trying to poison us.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. So like, what? Because you're such a private person and we don't really know you much more than what you post online.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of barbering and the few memes and shit that you post, like what's that you're willing to talk about, obviously, like what are some battles and struggles that you've dealt with, that might have prioritized organizing your mental health? You know what I'm saying? Like you notice yourself getting bad, like what do we got going on there?
I'll be real. Like, there was a point in my life. Like I said, I'm 36, so like right around 29, going on 30, I had like a mental breakdown. I felt like I was in a space where I wasn't growing,
Right.
like, uh, not physically, but like mentally.
Right. Now,
And
yeah. 30's
I was,
big.
yeah, I was still living at home with my parents, and I didn't have anything like really planned for my 30th birthday, and it was just signifying because like I would see like my friends, and like some friends is having babies, some friends is getting married, some friends is signing back up for the military, and I'm just like, damn, I done had all these jobs since I was 18. It's like I'm not really going nowhere, and that kind of had like a bad effect on my mind. So I
Right.
kind of like broke down mentally. And then I think 30 is when I started like seeing a therapist.
Yeah.
That's when I really like wanted to um put my mental health forward and in check, because I felt like it was debilitating me, because it'll be times like I'm going to work and that's all I'm doing for the day. I go to work, come home, and I don't really, I don't got nothing else going for me.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah. No,
I haven't really shared that with nobody before this, but yeah, I definitely go through my mental health phases, and I've definitely sought help for it. So I'm
well, I
definitely an advocate for it.
first and foremost, I want to thank you for even being willing to talk about that, because I know, like, as men, we kind of are taught, you know what I mean, to just stifle it and not talk about it. So like it's huge. Now and congrats on like seeing it to the other side, because a lot of people don't make it, you know what I'm saying? Now, did you like have anybody in your corner that you were able to like talk to and that kind of stuff in that regard, or did you kind of just like
Uh,
how did that go happen?
so even up till now, I haven't really told anybody about my mental health issues. Not even my parents. I think when I was going through it at the beginning, I told my mom, like, I'm feeling funny. I'm not really feeling myself. So I
Right.
think I think I told her that much. But like as far as getting diagnosed, because like I went to therapy and they diagnosed me with like like mild depression or whatever. I
Yeah.
never took no meds for it though. I just tried to do it without the medicine. And but for the most part, I don't really tell too many people. Um, unless you like really really close to me,
Right.
and then if I feel like sharing, then I'll share, but like it don't really come up for the most part. I try not to let people see me down, and will make them ask me like, yo, is everything all right with you? So
Right.
that's how I
No,
keep
I get that. Kind of want to stay out of the spotlight and just do what you got to do and just
it real.
and keep your head down. I get it. I mean, and a lot of people are like that. You know what I mean? But and
It's because we
most don't
men, bro.
even. That's it.
we've
That's
been
it.
taught for we've been taught for so long that we not supposed to hang our head, and we supposed to keep going, keep trucking. And it's like, yo, we are humans, and we
Right.
should be able to have that moment where we can break down, could cry a little bit, stuff like
Facts.
that.
Like, I mean,
We're
I
not.
know I can sense the, like when even just saying the word like cry as men just like makes us like automatically feel like
So
emasculated. Yeah, soft, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't feel like that's a word that should be in our vocabulary, but like not like we should be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like if we're feeling something and it's hurting, like yo, let that shit out, talk to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like
bro.
what I want to do is start getting partnered up with like local like mental health organizations to like, offer direct like links to people who need help and that kind of stuff. So I'm getting there. You know what I mean? We're working on it.
You know what? You know one thing. Recently I have 'cause I seen the advertise on Facebook. And you know we both on Facebook a lot. It was
Yeah.
the Grow Therapy app. I seen that
Yep.
advertised a lot, so I went because I had stopped going to therapy. I was going to therapy like a physical place,
Yeah.
and then with the pandemic and you know it was hard to see doctors and stuff like that. You got to wait mad long to get an appointment. So this year, the beginning of this year, I got new health insurance with the job I got. So I decided to check it out, and it's been a real good thing for me. I haven't talked to my therapist like as often as I would like to, but
Yeah.
the fact that I know that he can fit me in when I need is good for me.
That's I mean, and that's huge. And in the process of like finding the right therapist, you know what I mean? Like the one that you can call, I mean, call on a moment's notice and say, "Hey, like this is kind of what I'm going through. You got any space for me, XYZ." And then it just jump right on it. You know what I'm saying? I've had some shitty fucking therapists that just don't. No, we'll see you. We'll talk about it at your next appointment. I'm like, yo, the way I'm feeling, bitch, I might not make it to the next appointment. You heard?
Right, right,
Like,
right.
yo, I'm finna paint the wall behind me right now. Stop playing with me.
Real talk, real talk.
Should men have women therapists? That's a big question. I mean, I think it just depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? And who you work with. But and it also, I mean, like childhood trauma plays a huge part in that. You know what I mean? Like if your mom traumatized you, chances are you're gonna work better
With the
and get
male.
along, yeah, with a male or like vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and some people are anomalies and it doesn't really matter. But I
I
mean,
say
I've
that for
had
me, it don't really matter because when I first started, it was a female that I was seeing, and then now that I'm with the growth therapy app, it's a male that I'm talking to
right,
now. So like for me, it's not really an issue as long as the person is not like a friend. You feel me?
right,
For me, I want these kind of talks to come to somebody that I don't know at all personally.
right.
As long
Yeah,
as
so
they're
they
stranger to me, it doesn't matter.
right because they have a completely unbiased opinion of what you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Just feel it's hard to find male therapist and wanted to know the difference. So that's historically that was a struggle for me as well. Um, I had I had a male therapist and like I just felt like dude just wasn't fucking listening to what I had going on and what I
Mhm.
was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I felt he made me feel really invalidated. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And not and make me almost felt made me feel like I was being gaslit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I've also had male therapists that were, better than that guy. But like it just depends on the person and who they feel most comfortable with um talking to. But male therapists I feel are harder to find a better one than females. And that's just personal opinion.
How did you find your therapist?
So currently I'm raw dogging life, you know what I mean? Let's go. But
We all, bro.
um I get the problem is I get so hyper focused on it for like a week and then I call every option on the list and they don't have availability and I just keep saying no, I'll just find one at the next one and then I run out of next ones and then I get really frustrated and I abandon the whole thing and then that's kind of the site that's the cycle that I'm in right now. So but the therapist that I had the best results with and the best connection with was at UCFS over in New London.
Okay.
Um, I, I went to her. She was like the one therapist that I actually religiously went to because like I don't know, I get like weirded out by people knowing so much about me and then I start shutting down. Um,
Fact.
so yeah, my therapist, I went to her once and she started laughing, talking about I'm traumatized. Like I'm glad we healthy. Yo, facts. Uh I mean, yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
like
gaslight situation.
yeah, I mean that's it. Like I understand that you have the education and like you know what's going on with me, but like we could ease into that one, you know what I mean? Like just take that information and just gradually give it to us instead of saying, yeah, you're fucked. You know, you know what I mean? Like that's sometimes that's what I feel when I was walking into therapist office. It's like, nah, dude. Uh, so how long have you been on the Grow Therapy app?
This is about to be June, so I would say 6 months.
When it works better than going to like it's all virtual.
All virtual. So that's what I
See,
like because like I like talking to people, but then again, I don't like talking to people. So it's weird because I'm in the barber business, but
yeah,
for certain things is like I'd rather do something like online or whatever. But I felt like it was easy to find because you just type in, hey, I got this, that, the third. You type it in, they find you a list of people in your area, and then you just pick and pop like, oh, I want this guy because like the guy that I'm talking to right now, he wasn't even my first choice. I saw
right,
somebody else first, and then he didn't work out, so then I picked somebody else, and
right.
it was easy to like find the person who worked for me.
Yeah, I definitely got to get back on that. Get back on
There's a
that
bunch of different apps though.
wagon.
'Cause I think there's the Grow app, and then I think they got the Better Me app too. I've seen that floating around.
I was on I think it's better. What is it? Better Help or some shit like that. I was
Better
on
Help.
that one
Yeah.
for a little bit, but um my therapist ran dummy late like every single time, like was 5, 10, 15 minutes late at one point. I'm like, yo, like this is hella unprofessional. And then she spoke like such broken English because she was
Mm,
Spanish. And I'm like this is frustrating me more than it's helping me.
right,
So
right.
like, and I just and once again, like I get frustrated, I shut down and I gave up. Because I was like, dog, I'm not like I'm paying you. What am I paying you for? Like you don't understand what there's a language barrier. There's a language barrier here, and we can't seem to get over it. So like I'm gonna go ahead and sit this one out. And I did.
Yeah, that can definitely put a damper on your mood and make you not want to go there and see that person.
Yeah, yeah, no. I mean, and like I struggle with like virtual anything really, you know what I mean? Like I'm very like old fashioned in that sense.
Okay.
I would prefer to like make the trip to the therapist's office and like, you know what I mean? Like have the conversation that needs to be had and like physically like talk about it and like see, you know what I mean? Like I guess I can't say see their reaction because most people do video chats and stuff, but like my therapist only wanted to do like text like typing there. I'm like, yo, I can't,
Oh
I
no
can't,
no 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 no.
brother, I can't fucking do this.
At least a
Um,
video at the least.
yo,
Typing is
at
crazy.
bare minimum a video, but like it was tough. So I like I said, I got frustrated and then I just said fuck it and I didn't do it. It's also like when life is lifing and there's less than 24 hours a day to actually be able to sit down and talk to somebody when we barely get an hour for ourselves. It's hard. Your mental health wants it, but it's easier said than done. Yeah, no, yeah.
I agree.
I mean, I feel like in today's society, because everything is like so fucking expensive, like outrageously expensive, people put it on the back burner. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I did it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't afford that. And like, I can limp from day to day until I can get to that point. You know what I mean? Like, I can get through whatever I need to get through. Um, and like that's a huge problem. And like most insurances only cover up to a certain amount, or like if unless it's like what Husky covers it all, but like if you're no offense, but if you have Husky, then like you are in a pickle anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not um so like it's tough and people just say fuck it and don't address it and don't get it, even though like deep down like we know we need it and we know we want to do it, but it's just it almost feels like it becomes impossible to do,
Thanks.
you know. So you said you work out, like you go to the gym, right?
I try to go out and work out more often than I was. So yeah, I'm back working out now. I was in the gym today.
Fuck yeah. I've noticed a trend in like guests that I've had here. He he, he knows them. I've um I've noticed like there's a trend, you know what I mean, with all my guests that generally seems to be like one of their top 3 things that they do to better themselves mentally, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, the more I hear it, obviously, the more I start to believe it. So I ordered a salad for dinner tonight, big dog. Hmm.
That's a
Don't listen.
start.
We don't got to talk about the Dr. Pepper or the fries that I had with it, but you know what I mean?
We got to start somewhere, bro.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm trying not to be the fat fuck that I was 6 months ago. You know what I mean? My softball self will thank me. That starts up in a couple weeks, and it's gonna be wild because last time I played, I weighed like 230 pounds. And it was like all up top. You know what I'm saying? I look like Gru, bro. It was great. It was crazy. My daughter the other day, she was here, and she was like, "Hey, Dad, I was watching." She said, "You know the Minions movie," and I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I was watching that the other day." And I was like, "Okay, where's this going?" And she's like, "No," and she's like, you look like somebody from that movie." And I was like, "All right, who?" And she's like, "Take a guess." And I was like, "It's Gru, isn't it?" And she just started hollering, dude. I'm like, "Yo, you have got to be fucking kidding me." Yo. And like that kind of like really put it in high gear because like if I still resemble Gru, like there's a problem. Like it just I don't know. I feel like I'm built like I feel like I'm built like one of those ladies that's on the memes on Facebook that says the bitches that built like this always talk the most shit. And you know what I'm saying? And they built like an upside down triangle.
Nah,
Yes.
man. Nah, you gotta speak positivity, bro. You can't be saying that.
Yeah. Yo, but sometimes like my kids, they have a way with words. She said you got a big body with chicken legs. That's exactly what she said. And like I've been getting roasted about my chicken legs for years, dude. For years.
Me too, man. I'm gonna always
It's
have chicken legs. No matter how much I work them, they're gonna be chicken legs. That's just
yeah, but see,
I'm
like here's the
yeah.
difference between you and I. Okay. You are built on the like skinny side. You know what I'm saying? I'm naturally not. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So uh you're proportionate. I'm a Pixar character. So like there's a fucking huge difference, bro.
Oh man.
It's crazy. But yeah, so like I mean, I've been trying to like, be outside more and like not be a lazy couch potato and get out there, you know what I mean, and try to stay active because I
Right.
do notice that when I'm active and like on the nights that I'm playing softball, like I feel better. I feel, you know what I mean, like I can breathe and like I don't know, I feel
It's like euphoric because you becoming one with like outside the nature. That's what we're supposed to be.
mhm.
You know, that's humans. That's how we're supposed to be.
We've all got we've all gotten so
Man, what you got over there?
my boy in the comments can tell you. Anyways, but but yeah, I mean like it's nice and I want to like make sure that I'm outside more and you know getting the fresh air that I need cuz I do feel great and I feel happy after, you know what I mean? My body hurts, but mentally and like, emotionally I'm good. What is he saying?
You just doing. You got to do it more often. The more often you do it, then your body won't hurt as much.
Oh, I know. I know. I
Just keep getting out there.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to Haley the other day. I want to get back into I want to get back into skating. You know what I mean? That
Skateboarding,
was a
like
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Um that was something that I did a lot when I was younger. My boy Zayden, we used to skate together. We used to go hit the plazas and go fucking skate all day long, dude. We wouldn't come back until after the fucking street lights came on. You know what I mean? But I I want to get back into it, but like I just don't know how. I don't know how well that's gonna go in terms of the condition of my ligaments. You know what I mean?
That's something I always respected. I always respected skateboarders, yo, because I always wanted to do that shit, but I was so scared to like hurt myself. I never really got into it, like far as past riding the skateboard. I
Yeah.
never like really tried to kickflip or nothing like that.
Oh my god, dude. We used to be out there for, I mean, 6 hours at the same location, trying the same trick over and over and over again. Like this shit got so exhausting at one point, but like we were out forever, all day. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have I mean, we didn't have cell phones. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in the PJs and in the you know what I mean, late 90s, early 2000s. So we didn't have cell phones, but we were just out and just meeting up with like all of our other fucking friends and just
Um,
and it's sad. You don't see that out anymore. Like all these kids are inside, locked behind fucking screens.
I know.
Now you already know my knees can't. I got 80-year-old knee. Yo, me too, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It's probably why we look like this. Yo, no kidding,
While
bro.
you was doing that skateboarding, I was going with my friends, and we were just finding parks to go play ball at. That's what we was doing. So
See, I sucked at basketball. Sucked. I was the worst at basketball. I had two left feet, bro. I couldn't do shit. I couldn't hit a jumper. I mean, I'm like average height, but I was also a chunky kid and like moving that big ass body around the fucking court. I don't want no part of none of that.
No, we had some big boys with us. We had some big boys with us.
Nah, see, I didn't. My parents didn't. I was self-educated on the magic powers of baby powder in the later years of my life. You know what I'm saying? If I had known then what I know now, I might have stuck around and I might have put a little bit more effort into it. But the way my legs was chafing, I can't. I can't handle that, bro. I can't. And it was really detrimental to my mental health. I tell you what. Because it was a constant reminder that I was fat and like I couldn't do, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't necessarily fat, but like I was chunky and like
Right.
it was embarrassing, you know what I'm saying? So like that shit fucked me up for years, dude. I was halfway decent at baseball because I didn't have to run all the time.
Right. I like
You know,
baseball too.
it was only it was only a little bit of the time, some of the times. But that's why I play softball now. So it works for me, you know. Uh-oh.
I would love to get into. I got my windows open. It ain't for me.
That's crazy. Yo, you said what?
That's how I was saying. I used to play baseball too. I'm
What
familiar
position?
with
What
baseball.
position? What position did you play?
Primarily third base, but I can play. I could play any position.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Primarily third base, yeah.
Yeah. I was not great until like later on in life, so I like lived in the outfield for years. Especially what was it? Left field, right field. Right field is where they put you if you suck. So I was always in right field. But I was a solid right fielder, you know what I mean? Like anytime something needed to happen in right field, I was the man for it. But
Thanks.
I sucked. You know what I mean? But as I got older, I really liked shortstop. Um, I like, thinned out a little bit, so I was able to move a little quicker. You know what I mean? But I got hurt and then I gained the weight all back and then I gave up on sports entirely. Until like last year when I decided that we should start an adult co-ed softball team.
How's that going?
Last year it went terrible. Actually, we 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 sucked, dude. It was bad.
I like to play, man. Send me the info. Send me the link, man. I like to get involved.
All right, yeah, it's down in Old Saybrook though, so like it's gonna be a little troop for you. But if you're interested, I mean, fuck it, why not?
Yeah. If I can make it, man. Like, I'll try.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, the rules are like very
Black.
geriatric. like you can't slide, you can't steal, you can't lead, you can't do none of that. You know what I mean? Like it's just clean old 65-year-old fun. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Nobody's breaking hips. You can run through every base like as long as you make it to the base, any steps you take after like you're set. So it's like ah,
That sounds
all
fun. That
right.
sounds some good old fashioned fun.
Yeah. I mean, teams get heat like the championship game last year had to be called off because there was a fight. Like the benches cleared. It was
Oh,
crazy.
word.
Like the spectators got involved, the benches were cleared. Like it was fucking crazy. It was it was nuts, dude. Everybody's about to start swinging. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a close game though. That was the problem. You know what I mean? Like it was it, the teams were scoring back and forth, and it was rough. And then somebody got hit with a loose bat, and then that
A loose
was.
bat. How does that happen?
I don't. What happened is I think the catcher like threw the bat at one of the player like towards one of the players that was walking in the dugout, and then like
Nah, I get that.
somebody didn't like that, and then because somebody didn't like that, you know what I mean, the sheep people wake up and then like, oh well, they're mad, I'm gonna be mad too, and then it just spread like wildfire, and everybody was like throwing fists at one another. It was fucking crazy.
Crazy.
Do you remember that lady that had the block party for us to put the world industry boards in there? Oh my god, dude, that bitch is crazy. She's still check this. She's so that when I grew up, I lived next to this old lady that looked or older lady that looked like classic Wicked Witch from the West, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like wart things literally all over her skin. She literally looked like a textbook witch. She dressed in black eyeliner, but she was like fucking 60 when I lived there, you know what I'm saying? And she like wanted to do something for the complex that we lived in, and she like organized this like big ass block party, had a band, like caricatures, like it was pretty dope. And she was like, we're gonna do this every year, and it never happened again after that. And she like did like crazy raffles and shit. It was wild. Is it on the weekend? No, softball is during the week, Monday through Thursday. We don't do none on the weekend. But yeah, dude, it's softball's great. Softball's fun. I'm hoping this year we're gonna have a better squad and a little bit more fluidity, more continuity. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on the same fucking page.
A little bit more organization.
Yeah. Last year we didn't get organized till like the day after the first game type shit. You know what I mean? Like it was bad. We were like so far behind the eight ball. Um, so like this year we're organized. We have positions, numbers. We got short shirts on the way. We got, you know what I mean? Like everything is ready. So this year we're doing good. We had to change up the name too because like we can't be associated with the season that that was that first. It was bad, dude. We didn't win a single game. Blown the fuck out every single time.
Similar
Um,
to
no, dude, yeah, it was rough. Everybody wants to change the rules and create their own versions of the rules. It's oh my god, I got into so many arguments with so many stupid people over dumb rules. Like I had to take a step back a few times and be like, all right, what am I like? Does this person even have the like mental capacity to understand where I'm coming from? You know what I mean? Because it's like that's the level of common sense that like some of these players have, and it's like, okay, yeah, sure, yeah, whatever you say. Like I'm not gonna argue with you. But what else? So what else do you do to like kind of when you're feeling, you know, what I mean, like when you start to realize and you're feeling like you know out of it or like you feel like you're you know regressing or what do you do to like you know in the moment to like get you out of that and get you right?
I would say in the moment, I probably I probably turn off my phone. You know, probably take a shower, get comfortable,
Yeah.
maybe pull out a book. Nowadays, I do that. Um, this create create distraction for all the outside noise. Like
Okay.
kind of ground myself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
that way
Yeah.
I understand that everything everything isn't as big as it seems.
Right. Right.
So
Like we're just a little blip in like the big picture. You know what I mean?
exactly, because like I'm fortunate. I got my own spot. I got decent amenities in here.
Yeah.
I built a decent life for myself right now. And although I don't have everything I want to have right now, I can't I can't dwell on the fact that I don't have this and I don't have that. As long as I'm healthy, I got a job and I got a
Right.
place to live. So I gotta
That.
ground myself and remind myself of these things
Yeah.
to
No. And
so I don't get crazy.
it's, I mean, especially in this day and age. You know what I mean? Like, some people have one and not the other. And I mean, it's a lot of people that have one and not the other. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
like, it's tough. So like, there's we're going through this like time period where like counting your blessings and being thankful for what you do have and like the evolution that you've been able to create in like the toughest time periods. You know what I mean? um you got to look at that in itself as a blessing. Like, all right, shit, you may not be hitting six figures, but you just got a fucking $10,000 a year raise. You know what I'm saying? And like, all right, so now your things are a little bit easier, or I don't want to say easier, but lighter than they were before. You know what I mean?
In fact,
So like, it's one of those, we got to be really really thankful for being able to have a roof over our heads, and a job to go to, and like job security. That's huge.
very, very,
And like, you're in a fairly flooded market, or field, I should say, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
yeah,
it's a lot of competition out there, um in the
sure,
barber
for
world.
sure, for sure. And for a guy like me, so I've been licensed since 2021, and where I started out is not where I'm currently located. So it like my clientele list is like fluctuated up and down. Like I got a pretty decent clientele list right now, but it's still not enough to make me go full time, and that's what I want to be. I want to be a full time barber. I don't want to have to like wake up and clock into a job, because
Right.
that's the whole reason why I even got my barber license, because I wanted to like create my own my own schedule.
Right.
And when I first started out, it just wasn't working out like that. It was hard. It was hard to get clients in to see me. Then it was hard for those clients to even like keep coming back. So like for me, I'm still learning client retention and
Hmm.
trying to be and balancing that with still trying to be a decent barber that people will want to come back to me. So
So
that's where I'm
now,
at.
what do you try to do that's different than the barbers in your area that helps those clients come back? Like, what do you offer that's different?
Um, as far as services, I don't think I offer anything different. But as far as on a personal level, I create a comfortable environment so you feel naturally comfortable to want to talk. So
Right.
like I'm not in the shop that where I'm at right now. I have a suite. I'm not amongst the other barbers.
Okay.
I have a suite, so it's just me and the client and whoever they bring with them, I guess.
Right.
So we can have like real personal, in depth conversations, and I think that has created a platform or a foundation for people to be like, I'm comfortable with this guy, and I will keep coming back. Because now that I have my suite, I have seen like the clients come back. I've also gotten a lot of new clients, but I've seen a lot of clients who like keep coming back now that I've
Right.
stationed in a spot where it's just me and them.
Right. And I mean, and that's huge. I mean, obviously I haven't I haven't been to a barber in a few years, but in the days in the days that I did, um I mean, I that was my therapy, you know what I mean? Like, that was And that's the same with a lot of men. That's where we go, and that's where we feel comfortable, because most of us have the same barber for where we try to have the same barber for as long as we can. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, I can only imagine that you have some like pretty crazy conversations with these clients, and like that kind of brings you into like more of a familial relationship rather than a client slash services. You know what I mean? And that
Right.
builds trust. That's a good foundation for trust between you and your client. So like, that's huge. But I can only imagine the kind of shit you hear.
I hear a lot, and it's funny because I got a lot of children clients, so even them, like seeing them grow up over the years is like it's crazy. Like from when they first started coming to me till now, and it's like wow, like you're in high school and you talking about girls now, and it wasn't like that a few years ago. You wanted
Yeah,
to be Superman all day, so it is crazy. You do hear a lot of different stuff, and like you said, it's you become familial, and it's not client to service person. It's friend to friend. So now I'm
right.
hearing conversations, and I'm hearing more about the family, and I'm hearing more about their plans or what they want to do in the future and stuff like that.
That's got to be super rewarding
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean,
sure.
for somebody. But I
Sure.
mean, speaking of rewarding, I didn't want this to go unspoken about, because I want you to know that I heard it. You work with kids with autism, and I knew this. I think going into this,
Hmm.
um, what made you want to get into that line of work? Like, was it personal experience or?
Well, I kind of already worked with like the people with special needs and a few other jobs prior to this.
Mm,
And in fact, like the job I was working before I started working with the kids at the autism school, um I was working at a group home, and my friend who was working there also, she left to go work at the school. She said, when they get an opening, I'm gonna try to get you in there, and that's how I got in. But
yeah,
the interest was always there because I always wanted to work with like the special need community because I feel like that community is like not helped out enough.
agreed.
They kind of they kind of got like the like a not a bad name, but like
They
there's
just don't. They just there's misinformation that's being spread,
misinformation. Exactly,
and
exactly.
and lack of information is another big one. I
For sure.
think, like, it's everything gets misconstrued, and then everybody thinks that, everybody's got an opinion, and then people try to like make their opinion scientific fact, and it's a muddy field,
Yeah,
and that's due to the like normal people who have family members that are on the spectrum that just
yeah,
go and fucking ruin it all. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I think that's what happened. Nobody wants to help out and like get involved in that field. You know what I mean? So it's dope that you do, and like that has to be super rewarding. Now what grade level or age level are you working with?
So our school they don't really go by grades. It's just like a bunch of kids. Like in my class in particular, we have kids that's like from like 6 to like 10. I think our oldest kid is like 10.
Yeah.
And I think it really goes by like their intellectual level. So
Okay.
if you're like on this end of the spectrum, you'll probably be in our class. If you're on the lower end, you'll probably be in another class. And then
Okay.
our the school ranges from like I said, 6, that's probably like the youngest, and then any up to like 13, 14. And then we got our sister school, which is the original school, and that's in Windsor. Our school is
Yeah.
located in Bloomfield, the other school's in Windsor. And once they graduate from our school, they go to the sister school in Windsor.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope. Nice, dude.
Pretty cool. Pretty
My
cool.
yeah, my brother went to Crec out in, I think it was in Bloomfield. Like he couldn't, he is deaf. So that's the route that he had to go. Oh man, my purple light just died. God damn it. But so I was out in that school a lot, and like I saw the way that like, some of these kids are, and like the way that you know, some of these paras and the people that work with them, the way that they have, I don't know, the patience and the care and the empathy and the want to, like, you know, help these kids is amazing. You know,
And
I feel like it's people like, you know, I feel like, you know, the people that work in that field need to be celebrated more.
don't get me wrong, it's challenging some days, but
Oh yeah.
when when you see a kid who like getting to where he needs to be, that makes up for it.
Yeah. Yeah, seeing the results and seeing the change and knowing that you were you played a direct part
Yeah,
in helping mold that kid
right.
is great. I mean, it's there's very few things on this planet I think that would bring that level of gratification. You know what I mean? And it's not like you guys do it for that. You do it for it's a byproduct of what you do. You know what I mean? The feeling that you get is not it's great. It's dope. I love that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Of course, dude. I listen, I appreciate you coming up here and you know, keeping it real. You know what I mean? It's hard to find people that are willing to like come on the show and like talk about these things and like really get in depth and like kind of start, you know, like I said, peeling these layers back and, you know, exposing themselves for lack of a better term, and what they go through. So it's commendable that, you know, everything that you do is dope.
And I
From
appreciate that.
your 9 to 5 to what you do outside of work and the barbering and working with kids and all of that shit is commendable. And you know what I mean? You're really killing it in life. And I know that like this is just the beginning. You know what I mean? Like
Thank you.
you got exponential growth ahead of you, and I can't wait to see it. You know what I mean? I've witnessed, I've been able to see what you've done thus far, so it's dope.
Facts. I appreciate that, bro.
Of course, dude. I like I said, I appreciate you coming up here, and not everybody has the guts to do it.
Man, I'll be happy to bless you again. Anytime you want to have me on, I'll be here.
Listen,
So, yeah,
I'm going crazy with these bookings. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much booking into July now, um, which is
that,
fucking
fire.
crazy to me.
That's
And
dope.
all right, so now I can actually announce this to the one person that's in the views right now. Um, June 15th. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but the original I gotta call my baby mother real quick. Manny, the creator from Instagram, he's actually gonna be on the show.
Dope.
June 15th, which is my birthday week. And yes, I did line that up for my birthday week because a motherfucker needs to feel good about his birthday too. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I locked him in. I mean, dude's sitting at just shy of 1 million followers on Instagram alone. So this is going to be the beginning of a crazy journey. And I'm honored to have you be a part of the building blocks that have gotten
Right.
this platform to where it is. You know what I mean? So I definitely appreciate you. But we're gonna wrap things up a little bit early tonight. I'm feeling a little tired. My lights just died that made me a little sad. Um, but yeah, I'm cooked. It is time for me to go to bed. But my guy, I really appreciate you coming up here. Um,
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.
we of course do. We will definitely lock in another date to have you back up. Maybe get you down here in person one time. I want to set this thing up outside one day. You know what I mean, and kind of do this outside and get some fresh air while we're doing the show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna set that up. Maybe that'll be the episode that you come down. That'll be dope. Um,
I'm with
but
that.
yeah, my boy, you stay safe.
All
We'll
right.
definitely talk to you soon. I appreciate you, man.
Likewise.
Of course, bro. Well, it is time for me to go to bed. I'm exhausted. Let's see. I really got to get better about announcing who we got coming up. But oh, we got my boy Sean. So Sean is like a new addition to the podcast team. He's been helping me make flyers. He's been helping me, kind of get the clips posted up on the internet. So he's going to be on the show. That's going to be super dope. We got a list full of people in June. We got a lot of dope stories, a lot of dope individuals, and I really can't wait to get into it. Celebrating Men's Mental Health Month. So let's get this. I will see you guys next Monday, 8:30 p.m. Peace.